Question 1. Which statement about unicast frame forwarding on a switch is true? A. The TCAM table stores destination MAC addresses. B. If the destination MAC address is unknown, the frame is flooded to every port that is configured in the same VLAN, except on the port that it was received on. C. The KeyAM table is used to determine whether traffic is permitted or denied on a switch. D. The source address is used to determine the switch port to which a frame is forwarded. Answer is B. Question 2. Two hosts are attached to a switch with the default configuration. Which statement about the configuration is true? A. IP routing must be enabled to allow the two hosts to communicate. B. The two hosts are in the same broadcast domain. C. The switch must be configured with a VLAN to allow the two hosts to communicate. D. Port security prevents the host from connecting to the switch. Answer B. Question 3. Configuration of which option is required on a Cisco switch for the Cisco IP phone to work? A. Port fast on the interface. B. The interface as an access port to allow the voice VLAN ID. C. A voice VLAN ID in interface and global configuration mode. D. Cisco Discovery Protocol in global configuration mode. Answer B. Question 4. A technician has installed switch B and needs to configure it for remote access from the management workstation connected switch A. Which set of commands is required to accomplish this task? Answer is B. Question 5. Which three statements accurately describe Layer 2 Ethernet switches? Choose 3. A. Microsegmentation decreases the number of collisions on the network. B. If a switch receives a frame for an unknown destination, it uses ARP to resolve the address. C. Spanning tree protocol allows switches to automatically share VLAN information. D. In a properly functioning network with redundant switched paths, each switched segment will contain one root bridge with all its ports in the forwarding state. All other switches in that broadcast domain will have only one root port. E. Establishing VLANs increases the number of broadcast domains. F. Switches that are configured with VLANs make forwarding decisions based on both Layer 2 and Layer 3 address information. Answer is A, D, and E. Question 6. Refer to the exhibit. Give this output for switch C. What should the network administrator's next action be? A. Check the trunk encapsulation mode for switch CFA0/1 port. B. Check the duplex mode for switch CFA0/1 port. C. Check the duplex mode for switch AFA0/2 port. Answer is C. Question 7. Refer to the exhibit. Switch 1 needs to send data to a host with a MAC address of 00B0, D056, EFA4. What will switch 1 do with this data? A. Switch 1 will drop the data because it does not have an entry for that MAC address. B. Switch 1 will forward the data to its default gateway. C. Switch 1 will flood the data out all of its ports, except the port from which the data originated. D. Switch 1 will send an ARP request out all its ports, except the port from which the data originated. Answer is C. Question 8. Which utility can you use to determine whether a switch can send echo requests and replies? A. Ping. B. Traceroute. C. SH. D. Telnet. Answer is A. Question 9. On which type of port can switches interconnect for multi-VLAN communication? A. Interface port. B. Access port. C. Switch port. D. Trunk port. Answer is D. Question 10. Which two types of information are held in the MAC address table? Choose two. A. MAC address. B. Source IP address. C. Destination IP address. D. Protocols. E. Port numbers. Answer is A and E. Question 11. What type of MAC address is aged automatically by the switch? A. Dynamic. B. Static. C. Auto. Answer is A. Question 12. Which command can you enter to view the ports that are assigned to VLAN 20? Answer is D. Question 13. Which statement about native VLAN traffic is true? A. Cisco Discovery Protocol traffic travels on the native VLAN by default. B. Traffic on the native VLAN is tagged with 1 by default. C. Control plane traffic is blocked on the native VLAN. D. The native VLAN is typically disabled for security reasons. Answer is A. Question 14. What is the default VLAN on an access port? A. 0. B. 1. C. 10. D. 1024. Answer is B.